Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a bit of a channel update video. So, what I'm going to do is just kind of give Mr. Kirioth here as well, by the way.
Hello.
Hello. Give you a bit of an update as to what's going on and what has gone on and all the rest of the stuff. So, the first thing I want to say is there has been no I Say Sir for the last 2 weeks, but there is going to be a very special live edition of I Say Sir, which is our Q&A series on Thursday at 7:30 PM GMT or whatever the hell time it is in the UK. That's the time we run off, so work out your relative time zones to that, and there will be a live Q&A. So me and Mr. Kirioth will sit there live, and we will answer questions as they come in on the chat, and we'll probably do it for about an hour, and then we'll push the resulting video to YouTube. So if you do miss it, you'll be able to catch it on YouTube. That's kind of the big announcement. So make a note somewhere. There will be a live Q&A, and I Say Sir, Thursday, 7:30 PM GMT. You got that, Mr. Kirioth.
This is your advance warning. If you miss it and then complain that you missed it, you've got no one to blame but yourselves. You've been told. Write it down. Write it down
4
right
days
now.
in advance. Do you need any more? For God's sake, man. Or woman.
Whatever you are.
Whatever. Right, so, hang on. Can you hear it? This is my my notepad, which I cannot no longer put notes in because I have run out of ink in my pen. Which is kind of stupid because I've got a Nexus 7 tablet and I've got a stylus. Which can you hear the stylus, Mr. Kirioth? Can you hear it?
Surely you just use that to make notes, sir.
Surely, but that's beyond me. So I'll throw that over there. So, okay. So let's just have a look. Let's just look back. So we've got Hotfix, yeah? So Hotfix is taking off really well. This is our topical gaming discussion show where we take a topic and we discuss. Now, why does this work so well? Because we've got amazing fans, Mr. Kirioth. That's why it works so well. And I think Hotfix is becoming probably my favourite thing to do on the channel.
It is. It's good. It's good because it's not just... I mean, I enjoy recording it and encoding it and editing it and stuff, but also we actually get to look at intelligent responses, which is
amazing because now I am going to throw this out there, but I don't think many big channels, I mean, we're not a big channel, we're a small channel, but channels that are like 10 times, 100 times bigger than us actually have that type of following, which is very vocal. I mean, the piracy one and then the reply video, I've received like maybe 15 private messages that are very detailed, where people are explaining why they pirate and why they don't. There's a very interesting one which it says, financial reasons aside, I'm very wealthy and I've got a good job. I simply cannot get the games in my country through platforms like Steam, so I am forced to pirate the games. And like, that was a very interesting look, so thanks for that. You know who you are. So it's very good. It shows the maturity and the overall quality of our subscribers, which is great. And that's why I like Hotfix, because we're having a discussion and we're bringing you, the viewer, in, the fan, the viewer, and then you can then give your input, and we read every single comment. We might not reply to every comment, but we do read every single comment. You've got my word on that. So
the best thing
Hotfix is great.
It's the quality of the comment as well, isn't it? Because it's very rare we end up with a hotfix that's just full of like spam or whatever. It's usually very well thought out, very articulate responses we get, which is nice because you just don't see that all that often on YouTube.
And also, I do like it when people go against what our opinions are, because that's what we want. We do not want people who just blindly accept that Stylosa said that, so that must be great, I'm going to do that. No, I like people to engage me in not an argument, but a discussion. Again, going back to the piracy video, there was an example of me. It was a very shit example I give of like theft in a Ferrari. That's not even English, Mr. Kirioth. Stealing a Ferrari.
Thefting a Ferrari.
And comparing that to copying digital media or piracy, it's not the same, because you're not actually taking the... It's not like you've broken and stole the master copy of a game and ran away. You're just copying the data. So while it's not entirely the same, what I was trying to get at was it was theft, and it's still theft whatever way you look at it. But I got pulled up on this, and that's good. You know, we like that type of stuff, so keep doing it. We love it. So Hotfix, we really love Hotfix. The other show is It Pure? Now, Is It Pure is not as frequent as it used to be. And then now this is obviously because Is It Pure is a pure show, Mr. Kirioth, with massive production value. And the latest one took a little bit of it went off on a tangent, and we looked at an older game, Total Annihilation, which came out in 1997. I think that worked, but I think it might be a little bit confusing to some people who are used to Is It Pure being a review show or series on new games, whereas that is not a new game. And I've seen some comments that were very strange. Now, I understand not everybody's got the same knowledge I've got of PC games, but I would expect people to know what Total Annihilation is, but some people don't. And they'd say crazy comments like, what's this? You know, I don't understand this. This is terrible. there's no way I'd play this. It looks terrible. Well, hello, it's from 1997. So I'm thinking if we can kind of come up with a name or come up with some other show which sort of looks at not just older games, but games that we've sort of missed with Is It Pure? Like, a good example I've got, Kiri, is when The Walking Dead, we didn't play it last year. Well, I did in the winter sale, the Christmas sale at the end of the year, which obviously we'd finished production for the year, so we're not going to do an Is It Pure on The Walking Dead because it had been out for, like 3 or 4, well, probably for about 5 months. We should have been playing it at the time. So I'm thinking, like, that would have been a prime candidate for me to do a video on now, an Is It Pure now, but not an Is It Pure. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a bit crazy. So if we can work that in and kind of focus on these older games or games that we've missed or games that we really like, I think that'll benefit us because it will open people's eyes to other types of content, not just constantly looking at new stuff.
And let's face it, some of the best content to make is stuff on older games that you've had, like, you sort of thought to yourself, I remember that was really good. I want to show other people how good this was. And stuff like that, whilst it's fun to make and it is always good to watch, it's like, Is It Pure it kind of needs to be up to date, doesn't it? Really, it needs to be stuff that people are looking for at the time, and new games essentially. So if something's missed, whether it's by like 6 months or in the case of Total Annihilation, like 15 years, it'd be good to have something that kind of encompasses all the stuff that we want to show you, but weren't there at the very second it was released, kind of thing.
Well, we did the classic Is It Pure for Theme Hospital, and it's sort of something which you will see get developed on the channel. So I would stay tuned, because that is the cheesiest thing ever to say, stay tuned, but whatever. I would stay tuned. Watch this space, because there will be some sort of development going on there. The other thing we've got is Let's Win. Now, Let's Win is our amazing Let's Play series, which we put a very specific unit loss twist on Let's Win. And that's an understatement. So we had going way back, we had the FTL video series where we were basically role-playing captains, and it was kind of funny. And recently we had the Euro Truck Simulator 2 video, which, let's be honest, Euro Truck Simulator is possibly the most boringest game ever created. But boringest is a word, by the way. Let me try that again. The most boring game ever created. But we made it crazy because we put our little unit loss twist on it. And that's what we'll do for Let's Plays. And I think that's all we really need to say on that. So when you see Let's Win, you know it's going to be crazy. You know it's going to be like off-the-wall stuff, out-of-the-box, mad stuff. It's not going to be run-of-the-mill Let's Play. Because run-of-the-mill Let's Play stuff is all over YouTube, so it's kind of pointless us doing it, wasting our effort on it. So it won't be something that'll happen every week. It'll be something that'll happen when we think of a good idea. And the other thing, which, well, I guess that's kind of it. Well, we got the First Look series we've been doing. So this isn't what it's going to be called. Now, again, this is something which we sort of got to work on, because there are games like Cairo and Field Runners 2, which we have, that are not exactly worth Is It Pure, because Is It Pure now is a review show, something which goes into detail, but these games don't have enough detail to be reviewed in any kind of depth. So it's hard to make that type of content. So they sort of lean better to more of like a first impressions type of thing, where we can play the game and say, look, okay. See, because in the example of Cairo, if you did a detailed review on that, you'd basically be completing the game, and it'd be pointless if you watched it. If you watched the review or the Is It Pure on it, then what would be the point of actually trying to play the game? So a first look thing is good for that. Warframe as well. We did a first look of that, and we will keep doing these, but we just need to find some sort of slot to put them into, because calling them first look or first impressions is sort of what everybody does anyway, and it's like, well, maybe we can do something a bit different with that. I don't know.
We've got a name and a format for everything else, so we'd like to have something that fits in with the rest of what we do. I think
that's part of it. Yeah, I think that's part of it, because it kind of annoys me when all of a sudden you just see like Warframe first impressions or gameplay first look or whatever. Come on. When I'm so used to seeing Hotfix, Is It Pure, Let's Win, these structured shows, and then I see this random. But to be honest, it still is content, and it's still informative, so it still does have a place on the channel. So I don't think that'll be going anywhere, Mr. Kirioth. So I think that's kind of wraps up all my. I'm looking at my thing. I don't really have much to say apart from we're doing quite well this year so far, and it's only been 14 days into the year. We've put a lot of videos out. There's always been a video every single day. Last week there were a video twice a day, which was good, apart from Sundays. In fact, I think last Sunday there was a video. No, last Sunday there wasn't, because that was yesterday. But the Sunday before, I think there was. But we're doing pretty well. So we're making a lot of content. We're making good content. It's getting better. Channel's getting bigger, which is good. And we're going to start moving into doing collaboration works with other channels. So we've got some things on the horizon, like Hotfix collab work. We have possibly an Eve collab as well. Eve Online, that is. So it's going good. And yeah, Oh yeah, and make sure you go to twitch.tv/Unit Lost and follow that, because we are doing a lot of live streaming. Now, we tend to stream on a Monday, a Tuesday. We don't do it on a Wednesday because that's when the TGS podcast comes out. And also, it gives us a bit of a break because we have to do a lot of work, don't we, Mr. Kirioth, in the day anyway. And then to sit down and stream for like 5 hours a night, it's a bit of an ask. So we do need a break. So Wednesday is sort of our day off streaming. There may be streams on Wednesday, but I wouldn't really put a note or leave a space in your diary, because there probably won't be. Thursday, we're doing the live I Say So, so you better bloody be aware of that. God knows we've promoted it enough. And then Friday, maybe something. As for the weekend goes, maybe there'll be streams, maybe there won't, but I don't think it'll be planned stuff. But the golden rule of thumb is streaming will start at 7:30 GMT. This is PM. That's when it will start. It may start earlier if we've got some sort of event, but it will always start around about 7:30. The best thing to do, like I said, is go to the Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Unit Lost, and click the follow button, because when it goes live, you'll get an email saying it's gone live. That's the easiest way, Mr. Kirioth. The simplest
also,
way.
Make sure to follow on Twitter as well, because you'll get a notification via Twitter too.
Yeah, so I'm at Unit.
So make sure you
son of a bitch.
I'll beat you to it this time. So
I'm at Unit Lost Gaming. If you follow that account, you will get my crazy ramblings, but you'll also get channel updates. So if a video goes live, that'll pop up. If I don't think likes and favourites go through it, but anything YouTube-y related, new videos and stuff. But you can follow Mr. Kirioth, and he is...
I'm at Kirioth, unsurprisingly.
And what does he do on Twitter? Moans like a bitch.
Spam, generally rage-filled hate. No, I don't really. Just general crap, as Twitter is usually full of it.
He's still, yeah, he's a cynical bastard. He's still worth following. He's funny. So, yeah. And, well, I think that's all I've got to say, Mr. Kirioth. So, yeah, today... also, actually, one more thing we're going to say as well. Now, we were guilty of this last year, and I'm still kind of guilty of it, and Mr. Kirioth has to slap me out of this, because I kind of fall into this trap quite a lot. I need to make a video. It's like, I need to make a video. I've got to make a video. It's like, well, boy, there is no content for a video. What the hell are you going to make a video on? I'm going to make a video anyway. And then it turns out to be really bad. And so I've wasted my time making a video. And then Mr. Kirioth says, no, Mr. Stylosa, and the video gets deleted. So...
If you don't see a video, it's not for want of laziness. It's not for want of not putting.
Yeah, I know.
It's simply because at that point, at that time, we did not think that there was anything to put in a video that would be of sufficient quality for the channel. So that's basically it. If you see a video, it's because it's a good video, and if you don't see a video, it's because we wanted to make a good video, basically.
Well, there's sort of like unwritten rules. I kind of want a video every day, but it is kind of hard to meet that type of demand. When our videos are so different, it's not like, no disrespect to certain channels, but it's not like a Let's Play, or it's not like something which is easy to record. You know, like we could sit down and record some sort of Let's Win content in 5 hours, well, not 5 hours, but like an hour session or something. We could cut that up into 3 or maybe 4 episodes and put that out all week. You know, we'd always have a video every day then. Our stuff is all very highly... it's polished stuff, but it's very like complex stuff to make. Reviews of games and hotfix, they're not things you can just sit there and make en masse. You have to have the knowledge. I mean, for a hotfix, you have to sit down and say, what's the background information? Are these sources correct? You know, can we speak about this? What are we going to hit? What are our topics? And then, so it's not something which just happens in 15 minutes or 20 minutes. It's something that takes a few hours to really sort out. And then the editing it goes through. So, yeah, if there's ever a day when there's not a video, it's not because we're slacking. It's because there probably isn't something worth doing.
It's because it's not because we're slacking. It's because we want to give you a video that's worth watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, that's what it boils down to.
And like I said, our stuff is very difficult to make. It's not easy stuff. It's not Let's Play stuff. It's not things which we can just throw in up a game and record it and then that's it. It's stuff that takes a lot of time to put together. And hopefully that's reflected in what we make. like I said, we're getting quite a lot of positive feedback from quite a few big places now, which is good. And our fans are amazing, and we're getting more fans, we're getting more subs, we're just getting more everything. So we're doing well, and this is good. And, well, I suppose it'll be interesting the next time we do a little bit of a vlog. I don't know when that'll be. It'll probably be on another day when we can't really particularly find anything to do that's worth recording and making a video of on the channel. So, yeah. Until then, I think, Mr. Kirioth. Until then,
onward and upward.
Yeah.